You're watching WowTech, and you're about to level up your building skills with some clever techniques and smart hacks worth learning. Cutting a sloped parapet wall? No problem. You've got a partner you can fully trust. Armed with a concrete cutter equipped with a massive diamond blade, the worker easily tackles the thick wall, expanding the front entrance space. When two mechanical strongmen team up, one pulling, one pushing, even a ton-heavy steel rail has no choice but to slide perfectly into place. Think it takes 3 people to lift that? Not at all. Just watch how he handles it solo with an adjustable speed horse. If you get creative on the job, you can totally build an automatic paint roller like this, or maybe even a better one. Why waste energy carrying bricks back and forth when you can just use a stick and some rope to pull them up? First, shape the angle using a right angle corner tool. Then, use that same tool as a rail to glide along and make a fluted texture. The white combo really works in perfect sync. Pushing a heavy wheelbarrow is tough for anyone. But thanks to a little mod with a lever, he dumps the soil way more easily. Alright, now you're getting a front row seat to how power poles are transported, straight from the view of the cab. A perfect example of how great teamwork leads to great results. This team saved quite a bit by skipping the crane or lift, but they could definitely use a safety upgrade. First, just use a pen to trace the roof's wave pattern onto a metal sheet to create a template. Once that's cut out, place the template over the flashing sheet to mark the matching roof shape. Finally, cut along the line, and you've got a snug fit flashing that hugs every curve, keeping rainwater out. Whether you're checking the floor, a tabletop, or a tilted cabinet, just hit the 0 button first, and you'll see exactly how many degrees it's off by. Small cracks in wood can be tricky to fix, so use a thin screwdriver to gently widen the gap just enough to apply glue. Then, clamp it down and let it dry. It might look simple, but don't start rolling while the concrete's still too wet. Wait for just the right moment when the surface is firm enough, then go ahead and create your pattern. Super adobe houses may not be as sleek as glass homes, but they offer natural ventilation, and building one gives your muscles a bit of a workout too. With a bit of paint and some clever brushwork, a metal door can be amazingly transformed to look just like real wood. Some skills you won't find in any book. Only real-time on the job site can shape skills this sharp. This wooden sofa bench could be a perfect addition to the job site, giving the crew a comfy spot to rest during break time. What do you think of the idea? After installing the aeolus, don't forget to secure with battens before putting up the drywall. It's a small step, but it helps keep the insulation layer stable for the long run. Drill, bolt, place on board. That's all it takes to build a sturdy scaffold, ready to support the next steps in construction. Glass bricks don't absorb water, so don't forget to brush a layer of weldcrete on the side with mortar to ensure a strong, lasting bond. You could say this design breaks all the rules. The secret lies in the self-locking structure of each brick step, shaped like interlocking teeth, which creates perfect balance all on its own. A crooked chalk line, and these two came up with an unusual but surprisingly effective way to fix it. The glide-on installation method cuts down on steps like outdoor welding or using scaffolding, which helps speed up the whole balcony installation process. Just watching them work together is enough to show you what true teamwork really looks like. Who would have thought this after-hours helper could space out roof battens this perfectly? Spot on every time. When equipment is limited, using a metal roof sheet as a guide for pouring concrete is a smart and resourceful workaround. When you're a builder with a bit of circus spirit, spreading mortar while moving the ladder with your legs, and still as smooth as ever. A simple chute makes removing roof tiles way easier and less tiring. No need for muscle, simply a ruler and a nail, and that bent piece of wood is back in line in no time. Working alone doesn't mean you're on your own. With a one-handed clamp, you can confidently install ceiling joists, no extra hands needed. Do it by hand for 2 days, or let the machine handle it in just a few hours. Yeah, we're pretty sure everyone's picking the second option. When you can't quite reach the grout line, but your creativity goes the extra mile. Even without a crane, the solar panel installation goes smoothly thanks to the help of a drone. A flexible solution for hard-to-reach areas. When two pieces don't align, just use a pry bar, a few nails, and a power driver, and you'll pull them right into the position you need. Bricks are getting loaded onto the truck, and these guys are getting a solid arm workout while they're at it. Not every site has a lift, but this one's got something just as cool, a slick ramp system for hauling bricks up to the roof. The excavator bucket works like a robot arm, while the worker on the ground acts like a sensor. Together, they create a perfectly even layer of gravel. Not just a bench, a foldable table is also a must on busy construction sites. Perfect for holding tools, or maybe even a few bottles of beer. The ice blocks are precisely shaped using 3D printed molds in a cold room at -10 degrees Celsius. Then, concrete is poured into the mold and left to set. As the ice melts the next day, it reveals a sharp, detailed concrete lattice structure inside. For a smooth and even blending effect, work in small sections and keep your strokes continuous, avoiding the paint from drying before touching it up. A short spike reduces initial resistance and sets the correct direction, so when driving the long post, it stays straighter and shifts less. When brick clay is stuck too tightly, sometimes the only solution is to call the excavator buddy for help. In Iran, traditional domes are built without formwork. Only by calculating the right angles and compression, the bricks lock tightly in place. He deserves double the pay. He's doing the job of two and saving on labor. When installing Knauf insulation panels for basement or garage ceilings, use screws, plastic anchors, or adhesive, depending on the surface. Don't just over-tighten the screws, or you might crack the panel. No need for a barbell. He's lifting weights with solid wood. It's a good idea to leave small gaps between outdoor decking boards. This helps water drain off when it rains and lets the wood breathe, preventing warping over time. The formwork is drilled with 25mm holes, just the right size for the nail gun tip, keeping it straight and steady during use and ensuring maximum accuracy every time. The customer wanted all the screws hidden, and here's how he delivered, leaving them fully satisfied. Building a durable reservoir on a mountaintop? The key is using multi-layer lining, just like at Bergsea Reservoir. A layer of geotextile underneath to protect the base and a waterproof membrane on top to hold the water. Think placing a 90-ton concrete block perfectly on just 2 support points is easy? With Super T girder beams, even the slightest misalignment can throw off the entire bridge span. For projects that need to move fast or have limited space, the prefabricated Parthenon tank solution saves both space and construction time. Having trouble drilling into slippery ceramic tiles? Just stick on a piece of tape. The drill bit will grip better, stay on target, and you'll avoid cracking the tile. Using 9 inches of Alpor is enough to replace 17 inches of mineral wool. It's a handy tip when you want to keep the ceiling slim but still well insulated. Smooth walls don't support a laser level, but you can easily make one with a handsaw and clamp. Did you know a damaged expansion joint can cause sidewalks to crack and get overrun with weeds? To fix it neatly, start by cleaning out the gap and sealing both edges. Next, pour in sand up to about 1 inch deep. lay a 3/4 inch foam backer on top, and finish by pouring in self-leveling sealant. After 15 minutes, top light sand over it and then blow off the excess. A unique twist in construction, using earth as the mold. Casting the staircase directly without any rebar, yet still achieving impressive precision. The combination of radius maker and strings creates an effective system for laying tiles along curved paths. Want your dull purry pattern to last long? Make sure to pick a dry day, since bad weather can cause the finish to peel off. It might look simple, but its steady shake and perfect tilt make it surprisingly effective at filtering sand. Drilling into ceramic tiles can heat up the drill bit and wear it out faster. Placing a damp sponge at the drilling spot keeps it cool and makes for a smoother, safer drill. Tired of dealing with mud and potholes on the way to your house? This hack might be your answer. Pebble lock Pavers drain water quickly, keep pebbles in place, and create a clean path that can even handle vehicle traffic. If your floor has a height difference between two areas, a transition profile is your best friend. It covers the gap and prevents tripping at the same time. The silo system uses a glulam structure with strong load-bearing capacity, and it's especially suited for cold climates thanks to its natural insulating properties. Still struggling with the crowbar to pull out fence? Give the NW Quick Pull a try. With the right pivot point, the fence pops right out. No sweat, no strain. When laying flooring and a water pipe gets in the way, you can use the Pipe Easy tool to mark the exact spot that needs drilling. Then, place 2 floorboards on both sides of the one you're cutting. This helps keep it steady and prevents shifting. Next, just drill at the marked point to create a snug hole for the pipe and fit the board in place as usual. Take an old cutting blade, drill 2 holes, and bolt it tightly over the electric pipe below. And just like that, you've got yourself a mini concrete vibrator. Simple to make, surprisingly effective. Mixing mortar or lifting heavy bricks is no longer necessary. At just 5.5 pounds each, building a house now feels as easy as stacking blocks. These interlocking units fit together like Lego. No glue, no machines needed. Don't skip surface prep. Sanding and smoothing beforehand is key to making your paint stick evenly and last longer. Sometimes, the best kind of technology is simply perfect teamwork between skilled hands. Traditionally, making bricks meant losing precious topsoil. But now there's sugarcrete, made from bagasse, a smart way to save the soil and still build strong homes. Bullock's BQS tiles are super flexible, and you can cut them to fit just right, making installation easier across all kinds of spaces. Installing stairs has never been this easy. The Modulesca frame locks the shape in place. Then just add gravel, spread glue mortar, and lay the tiles. No need for concrete pouring or formwork. Many people think using stencils is just a shortcut, but in reality, every step still requires care and precision. When creating faux stone walls with foam, surface treatment and primer are key to helping the paint stick well and achieve an even color. No more needing 4 or 5 people to install ceiling formwork at a height. Now, one person can handle it all from the ground with the Doka X-Deck system. The right spot, the right angle, the right size. It all starts with a single mark. Start by installing the anti-slip rail combined with a drainage strip to create a solid base. Then, place the slim fixed Reno Pro boards from left to right, bottom to top. Secure them with battens and screws, pressing them into place from top down. Once everything's in, don't forget to cover the roof as soon as possible to protect the entire structure. It may look simple, but the unifier is a powerful helper when it comes to installing waterproof membranes. Aligning every detail underwater, he's proving his skill through action. Applying flame to the mortar helps push air out of the mix, reducing the chance of gaps forming underneath the tile once it's laid. It's not paint, and it's not ink, just smoke. But the effect? A 3D look that's more striking than anything else. Rotten wood? No longer a problem. Repair Care fills in damaged wood without shrinking or cracking after it dries. To get the tiles to fit snugly against a tricky wall base, the worker needs to align them using the symmetrical angles between the tile edges and the slope. "129 square meters of wooden ceiling in just 90 minutes? Hard to believe until you see the X-Fix system. The panels lock in place with a single connector. Pulling manually is old school. First, attach a board inside the gap you want to fill. Next, place a second one on top from the outside. Line it up with the top edge and secure it with a few nails. Finally, cut along the inner edge and you've got a perfect fit piece without much measuring. Quick, easy, and it makes your fence look neat and even. That's right, intelligence and creativity always open new doors in construction. Don't forget to apply these clever techniques, and stay tuned for more surprising innovations in upcoming WowTech videos.